Those Voidbray can make short bloody work of the ship. Am I the lone survivor? It seems someone, something, wanted me alive.
Give me a moment. Let's zoom in on my subject. Damn, I love the music in this game. Oh my fucking god. Fucking app. Oh my god. What the fuck? What is wrong with this thing? For joy. Sight range indicator. Left shift to see sight range. Oh, so this goddamn frame pacing. What the fuck?
Voidwoken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn, they made it ashore.
I know you.
I thought these bloody collars were supposed to keep those things at bay.
Is that right, sir? Keep him at bay. Strength, finesse, intelligence, constitutions. I don't know how to say that word. Memory. Memory affects the amount of memory slots required to learn skills. More powerful skills cost more memory slots. Wits affect your critical chances of initiative and your ability to detect traps and find hidden treasures. My God, my dick. Oh my God. The fuck is this sound? Is that? Oh gods. On a second thought, best not gaze too long into the particular abyss. Or test jaw. What am I supposed to do with this shit? This could have been anything that was once inside something or someone. What happened?
Drowned and eaten by a void woken. I wonder in which order.
A word of advice to the badly armed. Tie your knife to or shiv, if that's all you have, to a stick or a branch. Now you have got a sword. Of sorts. Bloody hell, it works. No way. Shirts. Stick. Tongs. The Meriwether sunk and all of aboard was seemingly lost. Okay. Dumbass chair. I came to the show near Fort and
You spot a strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady, malcontent stare. His skin is of a bright, blood-red colour. Could he be... Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep. The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist. You lock eyes with his, two smouldering embers that sizzle your very soul.
I did survive, yes. And chances are I wouldn't have, had you not returned to the aid of your fellow passengers down in that dreadful hold. You have my gratitude.
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the head. More than a nod, though less than a bow.
Tell him that you're glad to be of help. Doesn't do to stand idle, wouldn't it? Scoff and say he owes you a bit more than gratitude.
Yes, I'm sure you've all the makings of a hero and all that, but let's not get carried away, shall we? Now then, if there's nothing further... If you really must know, I haven't quite decided yet. I've a frightful amount of things on my mind, hence my standing here contemplating the waves.
He sighs dramatically.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean?
Say that you see memories, the childhood days spent in the sun. Say, as of last night, you seek the kraken-infested wasteland you never want to go near again.
Touché.
He looks out over the water once more, and so do you. A few tranquil moments pass as the waves lap against your thoughts.
As for myself, when I consider this vast expanse before us, I see an empire. I see continents dotted with mighty cities. And shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that formed my paradise. Lost.
Ask why he meant lost. Tell him there was...
Of course, it's rather specific. Quite obviously, I'm musing over the very actual empire that I lost.
Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply offended, he stares at you with utter incredulity.
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me you don't know who I am? The very same. I am the Red Prince, the All-Conqueror, the World-Tamer, the Spouse of the Sun. Of course you know me.
There's a brief moment's pause, during which his grandiloquent pose deflates ever so slightly.
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between all-conquering and world-taming opportunities at the moment. The grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag. But never you worry. For the throne I was destined, and my throne I shall have. Truly. A kind offer indeed. And you've already proven to be trustworthy enough. You came back for the other... Fine, I accept. On one condition. For reasons I'll not disclose right now, it is imperative that I should meet with a dreamer. one of the mystics of my kind. I've reason to believe one of them may be present on this island. Promise me we'll look for him, and I'll extend you the blessing of my company. Jolly good. So, now that that's settled, first things first. Even if you are as versed in the art of eloquence as I am, that our swords will be doing a lot of the talking from here on out goes without saying. As a born fighter, I prefer the perfection of the blade myself. But I'm well acquainted with the secrets of magic, and yes, even subterfuge. What say you?
Say that a fighter isn't perfect. You should sue to his vocation.
Very well. Onwards then to victory or death.
The Red Prince nods and gives you a smile that wavers ever so delicately between courtesy and contempt.
Now, as you're aware, you'll be traveling with a prince. Proper forms of address include Your Majesty, Your Royal Highness, or if you're feeling particularly frivolous, Milord. As your luck would have it, I seem to be fresh out of luggage, so you won't be required to carry my belongings. Of course, there are other forms of protocol to bear in mind, but I'll see to it you'll pick up the rest as we go.
Click a party member portrait to control them. The party member you are controlling has a gold highlight on their portrait. Pull the party member towards...
The squirrel's nose twitches as you approach, but the creature turns away before you can say anything. It seems he doesn't want to talk to you. The old king, Brachus, watches the horizon.
Touch the statue with your bare skin.
The statue responds to you. You feel it reach out to you, into you.
Brachus Rex, king, sorcerer, and scholar, though not quite a gentleman.
The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting his eyes, his chin, the crown of his head. He spots you, and his arms snap to his sides.
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. Why?
What happened? You got up? What are you guys doing? And what are you doing?
But are you a sorcerer? One of those guys that brings the bad void things here?
The child looks at you straight on, unafraid, searching your face. He lifts his mirror to his nose, closes one eye, and
I don't see any source on you or me. I guess they're wrong or crazy. No one cares where I go. They know I can't leave the island. It's nicer out here than inside anyway. But you didn't die. There isn't anywhere safer. That's what I mean. You'll see. I guess I am, but it's just normal to be scared. Nowhere isn't scary.
Yeah, shit, bitch.
It's broken. Pfft, garbage.
It's only right that you look at me from the sun and the moon. I don't know what that is. You can move heavy items by increasing your strength.
A black cat. Some would see this as an omen.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute intensity. Its eyes clear, and it shakes its head, confused. The cat's eyes are clouded and it appears confused.
Follow me, child. Yeah, follow me.
Now, where should I put this one?
Yeah, follow me. Follow me to the... Wait. So...
1, 2, long dead of the crew. 3, 4, pretty shells on the shore.
1, 2, 3, 4. Anchor.
Oh, that's a pretty one.
Cat doing.
Now, where should I put this one? Hey, mister. It's a lot nicer here than that stinking boat, huh? I'm sure glad you went back to save the others. Saw one of them wringing out their tunic at the shore a few hours ago. Say hi. Adults always want to talk. Can't I just play here with my shells a while? Ooh, that's a pretty one.
What the hell am I supposed to do with all these shells? What is here? Although the shell is small as an assuming, the haunting past digestive experiences urges you to cook it thoroughly before eating. There's cooking in this game.
Where is he?
Where are you, darling?
It's time to accept reality.
You there? I'm looking for an inmate. He wears a large bronze ring with a dragon stamped into it. Name of Migo. Have you seen him?
Apologize and say that you haven't. Ask why she's looking around.
Useless. It is a very important matter that I locate this Migo. Tell me if you hear mention of him.
Sure, ma'am.
It's time to accept reality. Pipe down, Warren. It's time to accept reality.
Yes. Is it an audience you desire?
Come on, old man.
I can't wait, I can't beat ya. Pipe.
A little respect for Griff's right hand, Topsy.
Greetings, child. I find myself in your so-called divine lands, yet I feel his absence deep in my heart all the same.
Say that he looks about your age and thank you for not calling you child.
You may feel like an inmate here, but you and your captors are the same stuff, in race and customs, if not heart. You'll see what a difference that can make. Go well, my child. Perhaps the divine will return to us yet.
The fuck is that?
Send us your children, your supplicants, and new divine.
Come on, old man. Wait all day.
I don't think I ain't watching. That's your fifth blue chest of this round.
What of it? Yeah, what of it?
Ah, grab it in your gobblers, the both of you.
If you don't like the game, Topsy, you can fold.
No, no. Just 'cause the pair of you are filthy cheating liars don't mean I can't beat you.
A little respect for Griff's right hand, Topsy girl.
Right hand, my winker. Fella's got more right hands than an octopus.
That's it. I call court. Pay up.
I don't think I ain't watching. That's your fifth blue chest of this round.
What of it? Yeah, what of
Send
it?
us your children, your supplicants.
Ah, grab it in your gobblers, the both of you.
If you don't like the game, Top... Looky here, mates. A fresh face. We love fresh faces, don't we? Oh, yes, we do. Why don't you join us in a round of cards? First hands on the house. Chuff to you, Chief. Here...
You glance at your hand. 2 purple monarchs. A hard hand to beat.
Quite the hand, Freshie. Unfortunately, 2 is less than 5, and that's how many purples I've got. I reckon that makes me the winner. I'll be having your fee then. I'm sure the Reds told you. No one gets along without paying the interment fee. So, let's make this easy. Empty your pockets. Are you really gonna make this so hard, Freshie? Go on then. Whatever pennies you've got in your pocket ain't worth my breath. But don't you go telling Griff I was soft on you. Another inmate, but you wouldn't guess it. Runs this place like he's Dallas herself. Shouldn't be too hard to find him in the kitchen. You may even have work for a strong back like yours.
What are you after, Pipsqueak? Well, going around poking Griff's guard ain't the way to do it. In fact, I'd go ask him if he's got a spot for you on his team. Jordan...
Crime and punishment. If you take a property that isn't yours, beware of the consequences. Owners will develop in negative attributes towards you, and they'll call the guards or call.
That's your 5th blue chester this round.
Different people have different reactions.
What of it?
Yeah, what of it?
Huh? What are you doing here? Thought Griff had you making the rounds inside. Lucky you. See you later, Christoph.
I don't think I ain't watching. That's your 5th blue chester this round. What is it, weirdo? Your coin's gathering in a cave to the east. Head there if you want to keep your face in one piece. We gotta stay alive, ain't we? I aim to survive as long as I can in this hell.
Huh? What are you doing here? Didn't Griff already take one of them ears of yours? Bloody freaks.
I don't think I ain't
Keep
watching.
walking, Freshie.
5th blue chester this round. got more right hands than an octopus. I'm not mad, darling.
That's it.
I'm not
I call
mad.
court. Pay up.
Sweetheart,
She's gone, Farah. Gone!
Irma? Irma!
I told him.
Farah.
Exactly.
She ain't coming back.
I told him I'd known him exactly.
Irma!
Didn't I?
Farah. She ain't coming back.
Where is he?
Irma, Mummy's right here.
That's it.
Where
I
are
call
you?
court. Pay up. Farah. She ain't coming back.
Irma, Mummy's right here. Where are you?
She's gone.
Please, please, you must help me. No one here will help me. Not one of these bastards. A child is missing. My baby.
Where is he?
The bloody bastards. Ask what you can do to help. Rita, guess the child's name. Ask her to recount where and where she are.
Irma. She's called Irma. I haven't seen her in... I'm sick with worry. Completely sick. And no one in this damn camp will lift a finger to help me find her. This place turns people cold. Cold and wicked. That fellow Jeth over there speaks unutterable evil, but I can't move away. I last saw her just here, near 3 days ago. She was playing with her little doll, and I was washing out her tunic. I turned from her for one moment, and she was gone. Left her doll behind, too. It's so unlike her. Yes, of course. Here, you should take it with you. When you find her, give her the doll and tell her, Mummy says this is for her little chicken, and it's time to come home. That's what I call her.
She soaks up a steady stream of tears with her.
She ought to come with you then. She ought to follow you back to me. You are an angel.
That's it.
Yes, by all means, let us partake in the art of conversation. I intend to rule an empire one day, not a tiny outcropping in the sea, lording over gulls and guppy fish. To that end, I suggest we focus on the obvious. A farewell to Fort Joy and a hello to the mainland. Of course, I'd much appreciate it if we managed to find a dreamer first.
Where are you?
Don't like the game, Topsy.
A fella can't hear himself think with all this racket. Day and night she hollers after that child. You hear that, Farah? You got to cut that out. What's happened to ya?
Didn't I?
Known her all my life. Her little girl Irma, too. Farah was a straight-shooting woman in those days, but now she's madder and a cuckoo and twice as loud. What else do you call hollering after a ghost? That child of hers she's shouting after has been dead and buried a month over. Killed by a Voidwoken back in our home village. Never even stepped foot in Fort Joy. And there ain't no amount of hollering that'll bring her back.
Ah, you're back. Please, did you find Irma? She still hasn't returned. Where could she be, my dear girl?
You've been talking to that snake, Jeff, haven't you? I don't know where he gets these obscene lies. It's sick. Totally sick. To torture a mother so. You stay away from that man. Do you hear me? Irma isn't. What Jess says is a lie.
I can't wait all day.
Irma, please, I'm sorry, but you must leave. My baby's terrified of lizards. And she may be hiding from you even now. Irma! Irma, darling, are you here? Please, sweetheart. Where are you?
I don't think I ain't watching. That's your fifth blue chest of this round.
I'm sorry, but you have to go. What have you...
Yeah, what? A fella can't hear himself think with all this racket. Do you hear that, Farah? You got to cut that out. What's happened to ya? I had sympathy at first. Might well be. But that ain't helping either of us sleep at night. Don't misunderstand me now. I feel for the lass. Known her all my life. Her little girl Irma too. Distraught don't even begin to cover it. And there ain't no amount of hollering that'll bring her back. That's it. Cool. Hang out.
Irma? Where are you, darling?
Farah. She ain't coming back.
Come on, old man. I can't wait all day.
I don't think I ain't watching. That's your fifth blue chest of this round.
What of it? Yeah, what of it?
Ah, grab it.
Please.
Where are you?
He hasn't changed a bit. Always late.
Need I repeat myself?
Shh! Bishop Alexander and the Hammer are here. They're here! Shh! Bishop Alexander...
Come on then. Please.
I find only bread. I want no trouble.
Bread or a brisket, all's the same.
You're
gonna pray all day, buddy?
The others. Pathetic.
You keep his name out of your mouth, you filthy cud chewer. Disgusting, just like all your kind.
Stay down, you! Disgusting like bread.
The divine himself, Lucian. Shrine's turned into a memorial, it seems.
Is that indigestion, or is it... Oh gods, not now.
The shrine depicts Lucian the Divine, avatar of the 7 gods. It does not react.
Shrine, by the looks of it. Just like all your kind.
Disgusting like threats?
Right, God, will you quit dragging this on? Take that on next thing. Just hand over the gold.
Oh, I'm not.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman is manipulating a glove-like contraption fitted with 5 long metal skewers.
What you after? I find only bread. I want no trouble.
Bread or a brisket, all's the same.
Your grift teaches you to bully others. Pathetic.
You keep his name out of your mouth, you filthy cud chewer.
Have your cud.
Disgusting, just like all your kind.
Disgusting like theft. Disgusting like threats.
Great God, will you quit dragging this on? Ain't that hard, Lexi. Just hand over the gold.
I will not.
Come on then, Lexi. Pay up.
I find only bread. I want no trouble.
Bread or a brisket, toll's the same.
Your grift teaches you to bully others. Pathetic.
You keep his name out of your mouth, you filthy cud chewer.
Have your cud.
Disgusting, just like all your kind.
Disgusting like theft. Disgusting like threats.
Right, God, will you quit dragging this on? Ain't that hard, Lexi. Just hand over the gold.
I will not.
Come on then, Lexi. Pay up.
I find only bread. I want no trouble.
Bread or a brisket, toll's the same.
Your grift teaches you to bully others. Pathetic.
You keep his name out of your mouth, you filthy cud chewer.
Nope. No idea what I'm doing.
Have your cud.
Disgusting, just like all your kind.
Disgusting like theft. Disgusting like threats.
Right, God, will you quit dragging this on? Ain't that hard, Lexi. Just hand over the gold.
I will not.
Come on then, Lexi. Pay up.
I find only bread. I want no trouble.
Bread or a brisket, toll's the same.
Your grift teaches you to bully others. Pathetic.
You keep his name out of your mouth, you filthy cud chewer.
Have your cud.
Disgusting, just like all your kind.
Disgusting like theft. Disgusting like threats.
Great God, will you quit dragging this on?
I ain't. Just seeing how it's made. She's clever, Dallas. Made the...
She looks up.
You looking to buy something? Found it in the scrap heap not so long ago. We used to know each other back in the day, you know. Never knew her to be much of a wrench head back in the day, but once she joined the Order, she started turning out, oh, I don't know. She was a sweet soul. People do change, don't they?
She nods once.
You looking to buy something? Or do you just want to waste my time with a whole lot of questions? For you? Hell no. Worthy is exactly the right word. You know, someone who's proven himself might earn my time of day. All manner of things. Have a look.
Ain't that hard, Lexi. Just hand over the gold.
I will not.
Come on then, Lexi. Pay up.
I find only bread. I want no trouble.
Bread or a brisket, toll's the same.
Your grift teaches you to bully others. Pathetic.
You keep his name out of your mouth, you filthy cud chewer.
Have your cud.
Just like all your kind.
Disgusting like theft. Disgusting like threats.
Great God, will you quit dragging this on? Ain't that hard, Lexi? Just hand over the gold.
I will not.
Come on then, Lexi. Lay up.
I find only bread. I want no trouble.
Bread or brisket? Told you so.
You're grifty.
Who in their right mind would think of a thing like this?
Have your cud.
Just like all your kind.
Disgusting like
Where's the oil?
disgusting like threats.
Great God, will you quit dragging this on? Ain't that hard, Lexi? Just hand over the gold.
I will not.
Fried rice and chicken broccoli.
Where's the oil?
Lay up.
I find only bread. I want no trouble.
Bread or brisket? Told the same.
Your grift teaches you to bully others. Pathetic.
You keep his name out of your mouth, you filthy cud chewer.
Have your cud.
Disgusting, just like all your kind.
He finished though.
Disgusting like theft. Disgusting like threats.
Oh, I don't even know he did that.
Right, God.
Dallas, you maniac.
What did he say he's gonna do with The Last of Us? Yeah, you better not be on when I play, son. Whenever I say get up, get the hell out, son.
This is not your business,
I'm
long
gonna
pig.
enjoy my time with that game. Yeah, you think they're gonna have it?
Don't let this moss muncher talk to you like that. Especially a cheapskate like this one.
An intense-looking man steps between the thug and the elf and rolls up his...
Just stand aside, won't you, mate?
Lone wolves decide their own business.
The thug freezes in fear for a moment before shuffling back to the...
Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff. Especially not one of you.
Is that indigestion or is it... Oh God, not now.
You two ought to be thanking your lucky gods it's us, and not the Magisters enforcing round here. A fool never knows what they've got till it's wet. Now come on, elf. If you make me say it again, there's gonna be trouble.
Oh God, not now.
And neither will I.
We got a system, and it looks like you don't.
Let's do this, bitch. I've been meaning to fight.
Stay down, you! indigestion, or is it... Oh gods, not now.
Glory is mine.
Follow me, before more of them trouble us.
The shakedown.
I've an errand to run around here first. I'll catch up with you there later.
Cool, bro.
Remember, past the kitchens, down to the beach, inside the caves there.
Awesome.
There is a safe place.
Nice. Peer through the closed... Ah. Nice.
Stay down, you! Stay down, you!
Oh, I don't feel so good. Hello? You gonna pray all day, buddy?
Chi anto che sono? Ah. Ma no, ah.
Stay down, you!
Efan rolls his sleeves back down and casually wipes some blood from his cheek. He nods at you, the shadow of a smile on his lips.
Good work there. Good work.
He stretches out one rough hand to shake yours. He grips your hand tight as a vice and shakes.
Say, you don't look all that busy now that we're safely on dry land. I could use someone to watch my back, and it looks like you could use someone. I've just got a small errand to run, and then I'll be looking to get the hell out of here while I've still got a neck to collar. How about we stick together until we get out of this place? Everyone needs to make a living.
The little black cat trailing you hisses at him, hair raising a ridge along its back. Without batting an eyelid, the man rumbles a lupine growl. The cat hides behind your leg, mewling. He shoots you a flinty look, all teeth and peril.
Lone wolves only share such information with friends. Are we going to be friends?
You don't want you don't want any bloody lone wolf business on your conscience. Nah.
He grins, sharp teeth glittering in the midday sun.
So, before we hit the road, it's best if we decide battle strategies up front. Should keep more of our blood in. Survival's my main priority. I'll use every trick in the book to keep us alive. But if a wayfarer's not what you're after, I've got other skills. What do you need? Can do. Onwards.
He scans the horizon for threats with one green.
Right you are. Lead the way.
Your target is none other than the Divine Bishop Alexander, leader of the Divine Order. Get close and show our benefactor that the Silver Claw is most feared amongst all the lone wolves. For some aid with your mission, seek Magister Boris in the ghetto. Speak out. Get sure to identify yourself. Maybe the moonlight your track.
So, time to find this Boris fellow.
Stay down, you!
Another giant speaks, Quercus.
Because you have pet pal talent, you can easily converse with this animal.
No, never! I will pay it no notice. One of its troop has an air of nobility about it, but this one... Ugh.
How do I check his stats?
Hello? You gonna pray all day, buddy?
Where's the oil? Bolted on there tight, ain't it?
Stay down, you!
Jamin played this. He ain't about this life. Yeah, he got Twitch. Yeah. What? How come there's no videos of him doing anything? Why lying? Why all this lying? Kind of reminds me of Destiny music. What's up with that? The hell happened to him? What? Why he like that now? Yo, this shit is such a weird design. Yeah. Right? And also it wouldn't be that high. Yeah. Whatever.
Indeed.
Ow. Check these guys over.
Stay down, you.
This thing is so cool, look. Why didn't they just make it third person? Yeah. Well, you can't zoom out anymore, but you could have it online. Look, you could have like at least 5 or 6 people playing. But I'm play single player.
Hey, I know you.
Hey, no.
Losa, the dark-eyed jokester you met aboard the ship, waves enthusiastically and dips into a mock elegant curtsy.
Back then, I was Madame Josephine Gribbles de Pube. You. Glad to see you made it. Nothing like a nice tentacle slap across the moor to set the tone for the week, eh? How'd you escape? Me too. Did you hear something? When you were in the water, I mean.
Avoid answering. Ask her if she heard something.
No. I mean, not more unusual than usual. It's just, I thought maybe you...
Losa's voice catches in her throat. The joy drains from her face. Her eyes lose focus, and her whole body goes rigid. She is stock still, waxy skinned, her eyes dark. Greyish-black veins run from her eyes down her cheeks.
Didn't she call out and ask if she's alright? Slowly approach and shake her shoulder.
Her head snaps to you mechanically, and her eyes lock with yours, dark pupils dilated into great black voids. Light suddenly flashes back into her face. The grey veins drain to pinkish flesh, and her whole body relaxes.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Wait, don't go. I know that was weird. It's just, I'm just a bit, well, a bit hospitable.
Waggle a rakish eyebrow and ask her if she's implying you should make yourself at home. So that she's gonna have to elaborate.
Put it like this. You've never been a host, I bet. That's because you're an infested clump of leaves on the side of the road. That ain't bad, though. But I'm a roadside inn. Red door, flowers out front, friendly lady at the door, like a goddamn gold star inn for the disembodied. Feels like just one, strangely enough. Big one, though. Don't know its name yet, either. It takes time for them to get comfortable and introduce themselves. So, how are you enjoying the joy? Yeah? I was just thinking the same sort of thing. So, you want to check this place out together? Strength in numbers and all that.
Yeah, I'm recruiting everybody, bitch. Let's do this. See, that sounds like a good idea. Hesitate. Mention that you're not sure of the translation.
It does, right? Before we head out, I've got more than a few tricks up my sleeve, so you'll have to pick which one I'll pull out if... when. Lately I've been into the enchanting arts, but I can shoot, slash, summon, steal, whatever your little black heart desires. So, what'll it be?
If you're interested in someone with an affinity for arcane arts, ask her if she knows about magic.
I'm not afraid of getting my hands greasy, if that's what you mean. What are you interested in exactly? Sounds fine. So, we're good to go? Yeah? Well, that was easier than I thought. And I'll do my best to stay myself. Lead the way.
Bow your head, please! If we chant the endless prayer, the next divine will ascend! It isn't the words you speak, but rather that you speak them. Prophecy says that only our devotion will restore him to us. A murmur of prayer, constant as the ocean, can lure our savior back to us. Haven't you heard? Bishop Alexander, the Divine's own son, is God-woken. He will ascend. Do not doubt that he will...
Shut your goddamn mouth, heretic.
The woman looks up as you approach, wiping her brow with a grease-blackened hand.
What do you need? By all means, get an eyeful.
The woman looks up as you approach, wiping her brow with a grease-blackened hand.
What do you need? Huh, the hammer got you curious. Oh, I don't know. People do change.
She nods once.
Clever lasser. No wonder what Alexander sees in her. By all means, get an eyeful. Oh, Dallas, you maniac. Dallas, you maniac. I've got that special shipment he was asking after.
Enjoy your stay, lassie. Enjoy your stay, boy.
Go on, keep moving.
Collar, on, sauce, gone, go!
It's still there, Quercus. Do you think it'll ever leave us in peace?
Salora.
Leave me. Go. No. Don't you dare. I want to be done. I won't let the Reds let them take me.
Shit.
Amid the squalor of Fort Joy, you suddenly spot an elf with diamond features, regal and radiant, but cold too, and sharper than any knife. She was the one who sat rolling dice in the ship that went under, deciding fates with every... Her eyes are focused on a lizard some distance away, and you get the distinct feeling he's an unfortunate man indeed to be trapped in her tiger-like gaze. No sooner have these words left your mouth than she turns about and grabs you in a stranglehold. You feel the tip of a long needle being pushed a little ways.
You caught me off guard. No one catches me off guard. Better tell me who you really are, or this time, I'll let my needle do the licking. To you, I am this pressing pain you wish would go away, but won't.
A push, a pivot, and now you suddenly face her. The needle still all too deeply embedded in the side of... Despite the precariousness of your situation, you notice something that remained undetected in the gloom of the ship. A flaw in her
Let me tell you, once upon a bad old time, a lizard cut this thing, this living scar, into my cheek. The mark of a slave. But now I'm free, of sorts. And I've traced that lizard here, to Fort Joy. I intend to raise the subject with him.
No! She drives the needle in deeper and whispers.
In truth, it does not matter in the least who you really are. You saw me mark my prey. You could warn him, save him, or kill him before I get my chance. That makes you a liability. That makes you needle feed.
A bright sparkle of laughter follows your proposal.
Ha! How amusing. I admit I had not... Make your case and do it quickly. Why should I join you? Escape. How you do tickle me. Most of the misguided deers around here would argue such a thing is impossible. A silly thing to say, but then again, I did think catching me off guard was impossible. Oh, little needle mine, what should I do? Push or pull? You know what? Today is a rather fine day. Sunshine and an easy breeze. Yes, I'll let you live. I'll even agree to travel with you, provided we talk to that... I'm not quite sure the weather will save him.
With a casual flick of the wrist, she withdraws the needle from your neck and smiles, as if she just invited you to sit down for tea.
Let's discuss our respective roles. You, me, and Death will be playing... As a rogue, my speciality suits me fine. Lead on, then follow me. But wait. You seem to have quite a few followers already. We'll be far too conspicuous traveling in a caravan like that. Return to me once you've culled a couple. What took you so long? I'm ready to take up arms if you are.
Hey. Hi. Easy. I'd say we get out of this place. Don't know how long they plan to keep us here, but I'd rather not find out. Ooh, so serious. What's up? Well, I was good, but I guess I snapped out. At least I went down doing what I loved. Of course I do. What's your poison? Well...
Losa, the beat built.
Savage, heart and a savage. I can't. It isn't that. Never mind. Let's just... We should... Nope. This... How very sweet of you to...
She drums on her forehead.
They used to be blue. Oh well.
She bats her eyelashes at you in an exaggerated flutter, then bursts out laughing and punches your arm.
Character. I like that. I'm going to use that. If I can say nothing else for my current companion, at least I can say it gave me a bit of character. So what's it like, being alone in your head? Peaceful never was my forte.
Yes, by all means, let us partake in the art of conversation. I intend to rule an empire. To that end, of course, I'd much appreciate it if we managed to... As am I. That said, there was something in the water. A voice made of air that soothed my flooding lungs. Truly, how intriguing. Still...
He hesitates.
Are you a religious person? I'm rather relieved to hear it. Religious persons tend to be all too self-important in their supposed... As for myself, I perform the ancient rites of prayer and ceremony with a kind of languid indulgence. After all, when one is revered by many as a living god oneself, public deprecation... There was a small... In such a nuisance, the law. What I meant was, sadly, that enlightened point of view. I hardly know you as yet. Let's leave some mystery in the relationship, shall we? There isn't much to say, but it's the portent of it all. I can feel it. The revelation will be world, and justified it is too. As certain as the sun, such is my conviction. I will be, then grow beyond being.
Are you certain you want to dismiss your companion?
Your loss.
What took you so long?
You're not quite certain you'll ever sleep soundly with Sabine in any sort of proximity, but at least she's on your side. For the...
As soon as I saw that glint in your eye, I knew we'd make a solid. I am too, I must say. Good to know someone's got your back when the going's tough. Well, I've got a contract to complete. After that, getting the hell out of Fort Misery seems the best option. I figure we track down my...
Ifan shrugs off his backpack and reaches into its depths.
Have a read of my contract and find out. I'd say we're making good progress already, no?
He freezes.
Well, why not? Go ahead.
He shrugs.
Mercenaries. It's a job. My job. Guess I could bullshit you some deep explanation behind it. But truth be told, Roost always did have an odd sense of humor.
Ifan chuckles to himself, yet you can feel his eyes watching your face for a reaction. As you tell him the filthy gag, you can see him struggling to maintain his composure. He fails, and tears stream from his eyes as he laughs uncontrollably.
You should tell that one to Roost. Well, we can't stand around chuckling all day. Let's get back to it, eh? Ah, I didn't like the look in their eyes.
He smiles broadly and looks away. You're not sure, but you could swear he just winked at you.
Everybody in life makes choices. It's good for a man to have a trade. But sometimes the contracts keep me going when I'm not sure what else could. Not much, I'll tell you that. Why? What do you think of them? Huh. Sharp eyes, lad. But they can't keep the likes of us locked up. I'd say we're making good progress already, no?
Seeming surprised, Ifan gladly takes the drink from your hands and downs a hefty glug.
Ah, that hit the spot.
He holds the flagon out to you. The alcohol hits you like the void itself. Your head spins and your feet feel unsteady. Suddenly, being stuck in a prison ruled by the despotic order doesn't strike you as the worst.
This reminds me of sharing Rotgut with Roost and the boys. So tell me, if we weren't stuck here, what would you be doing with your time? And what better adventure could there be than the one we're on, eh? Relic of Flame. That brew went straight to my bladder. If you'll excuse me.
A moment's pause. I had thought us too wicked for rest. Huh. Hardly. I walked up to the quay, asked for the ship. I'm here to hunt, remember? Here to play a game of tic-tac-terminate with a special certain someone. In a final... Why? Did you assume I wouldn't? Ha! As it happens, that invitation is why I let you live. Your flesh is weak. All flesh is weak. But your spirit remained strong as your flesh was being pierced. That I admire. We may see no bars, but we are firmly behind them here and now. As I hunt for answers, escape must ever be on our minds. Let's save those for later, shall we? Suffice to say, I need to speak with a certain lizard. Ha! Nonsense. We've already cheated death coming here. Ha! Shouldn't be too...
Tides in, and out, and in again. Here you are. I wonder what keeps you. Tell me your tale. Ah, your tongue is not my tongue. Elves speak of here and now, not then and when. These words strike us strangely. Start from the beginning. Start from where you come. I see. Now tell me more. Tell me what you do. Tell me what you find. I understand. Now tell me how your story ends. I see it in your shoulders, the weight you carry. I hope your wish comes true. Take this rope. It is a gift. It is common, but it helps you lift burdens. It is nothing. Many fragments swirl on my shore. See what I gather.
You rode yellow just now?
Many fragments wash up on these shores. Tell me what you need. This beach, you mean? It is mild. Gentle waves lap the sands night.
The sun shines bright upon this island, but its hidden heart.
As soon as I saw that glint...
Ifan tips his fingers to his temples and saunters ahead.
Tired of the view in here yet? If you must.
Ifan begins counting on his fingers and muttering to it.
43, give or take. Indeed. What else do you want to know?
Ifan smiles and salutes.
Come on, you stubborn hunk of garbage.
The dwarf's fingers clamp around a splintered chunk of wood nailed to the skeleton of an old ship. His whole body strains with the effort of wrenching the plank free, to no avail.
Eh? Oh, that. That won't be my first or last roll on a lost. Reckon I might have had a harder time of it without your help, though. Bravery on the high. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got business to attend to.
The dwarf spits into each of his calloused palms.
Bleeding nail must be... Go on then.
You grab the plank and pull.
Oh, look at that. Nice of you to finish the job after I... loosened her up.
He winks and flips a gold coin toward you. It makes a long, high arc, glinting in the sun, and lands squarely in your hand.
For your trouble. No, but I'd hoped to build something with it that would be worth 1,000. Yeah, we're a fool's errand thinking I could make something out of this heap.
He sucks a finger and holds it up to the wind, testing the breeze.
Winds like these, she would have capsized before she reached the break. Well, on to plan B.
He gives you a wry look, as though deciding whether to trust you.
Aye, was planning to build me a raft and paddle off. I've got business north of here, in a town called Driftwood. Far be it from me to miss an appointment. Why don't we make a deal then? You help me get out of this place, and I'll do the same for you. That's the spirit.
He lifts an invisible cap and bows with grace.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. The name's... well, the name's dead and buried. What matters is what they call me. Beast.
Beast.
May have been cast out, but you can bet your last heel of breed she wishes she hadn't have. I've taken my revenge 1,000-fold on that tyrant's fleet. I'll tell you when you're older. Anyhow, we're a team now. Let's get down to brass tacks. I've been up and down the realm, so then it's settled. Capital! Aye. But it seems you've no room for old Beast in your clan now. You come find me when a spot opens up, and take it from me. You'll want to find a place for me at your side.
A moment's pause. I had thought us too wicked for rest.
Are you certain you want to dismiss your companion?
If we have different paths to take, you and I?
Combs it out all dilly. Let's team up, you and me. What do you say? How do, partner? Right now, though. Well, that's that.
Fullest of fine order scum.
Not drawing many winning cards of late, but I'm no people person, but I've had a run-in or two with magisters before, and let me tell you, one way or another we'll slip past them. Just keep your head to the ground. You notice that? So, there's some things you ought to know about me. I'm sort of... kinda royalty. I mean, I never wore a crown. Not with diamonds in it, anyway. I once stuck a wreath on my... Anywho, let's just get it out there. I'm a bastard. The literal kind. And the other kind. To make an overlong story over short, and then I came upon the victory. Nice ship. The royal sailors walked the plank as well as you could hope for. That's where I found the notes. Right there in the open. Next, then I'll be quick. Queen Justinia's ordered some dwarf named Lohar to ambush us. So, yeah, hoping to find this...
May the void work and consume their joy, their misery.
Not drawing many winning cards of late, but I won't...
The squirrel's nose twitches as you approach, but the creature turns away before you can say anything. It seems he doesn't want to talk to you.
Hey. Hi. Hey.
The squirrel's nose twitches as you approach. It's still there.
Coloured like a dog. A very pink, very long dog. I'd pity you, but Shakra the Ineffable has no patience for weakness.
Tell the crab to watch its tone or it'll find the wrong end of a spear. Ask the crab what it's doing out here.
Insult. You should be honored that I would even talk to you. I am the most powerful sorcerer to have ever scuttled upon this shore. This power is my birthright, same as yours, but one of us has grown to astounding heights and the other has sunken to depths too humiliating to describe. Pity. Sorcerers dance while magisters pull the strings. Fools all! Their tomfoolery won't save them from the destruction the void shall wreak upon them. Yes, I'm surrounded by inferior creatures, none of whom recognize my greatness. But of course, they'll happily dump your maggot-ridden corpse into the sea when they're through with you. Ha! Of course, precious. But which is worse, the cure or the disease? Watch your step, Handflesh, or I'll use my soul's powers to flay the pink right off your bones.
Prepare yourself.
Glory is mine.
read through it all, which means you know what I'm up against. If you want a dedicated crew, then make their problems your problems. Justinia's got the rebellion in her sights. My comrades, listen up. Then there was no
shadows.
A storm is...
I've spotted something.
Tired of the view in here yet?
Ifan tips his fingers to his
I'll need to get clever with this lock.
some space between us and this lunatic!
Under lock and key.
Oh, under lock and key.
You there. You've just arrived, isn't that right? Are you quite alone? Oh, very droll. Listen up. You must think me mad to approach a stranger, but this camp is full of cowards, and I'm running out of time. Fast. Too fast. Way too fast. I've been here a long time. Longer than anyone else. People, I have a way out of here. Are you interested? Believe whatever you want. This may be your only chance at leaving this place. Take it or don't. Oh, noble. But after the Magisters take you, all your nobility will have been for nothing. Good luck with your...
Back off.
She ain't coming back. If you don't like the game, Topsy, you can fold.
No. Just because the pair of you are filthy, cheating liars don't mean I can't beat you.
It's too
toy.
Right hand, boys. Fella's got more right hand.
We find sources so dangerous. What in his
The lizard's brow knits together, then apart, and back again. He seems to be swimming deep in his thoughts and doesn't look up as you approach.
The ground. I don't know what you... I'm just trying to work it out. What happened? Why? My mind? What else, my friend? I'm wondering why. All of this. Source, the Voidwoken, the Divine. No doubt the two are related. Perhaps...
The dwarf slaps his knees and chest until a buoyant rhythm develops and begins to, well, not sing exactly, but chant.
They stole me boots and burned me hat, but beast of the sea will come asking for me. They locked me up with a pig and a rat, but oh, not bad for being off the top of me.
He bows to an almost comical depth.
Welcome to the Joy, my famed friend.
Well, I wasn't feeling so welcome till now. You almost had me dancing. You got any more songs in you? This savage beast could use some soothing.
Well, I got a right good rebel whooper on that.
Gotta admit, I'm tired of heat.
One royalist tune. Oh, Macca Smiles, bastard born, the man of life enraged it. A pitiful sight, his inadequate fight, the quivering lump sent out of Queen's sight.
Ha! I knew there'd be some...
Royal Guard. They'd sing this while wandering the hinterlands, looking...
Beast looks to the ground for a moment, but just a moment.
Ha ha ha! Those were the days, eh, chum?
I won't say it again. Ho ho! Ain't come to shake me down for my knickers, have you? They're all I got left after you buddies with That's so.
Don't you think? You should be happy for Greed.
I've had more bouts of...
Did you say? That's what happened, isn't it?
Hey, Freshie, what you heard about a crate of stolen supplies? And don't you lie to me now.
She seems to fight the smile that appears at the corners of her lips.
Oh, get will ya? Mummy's right here. Where are you?
She's gone, Father. Gone!
I don't think I ain't watching. That's your fifth blue jester this round.
Not mad, darling. I'm not mad.
What of it?
Sweetheart?
Yeah, what of it? Clara.
Come on, old
She
man.
ain't coming back.
I can't wait all day.
If you don't like the game, Thompson, you can fold.
No, no. Just because the pair of you are filthy cheating liars don't mean I can't beat ya.
I'm not
A little
mad,
respect
darling.
for
I'm
Griff's
not
right
mad.
hand.
Sweetheart?
Alexander. But wait, he's too well protected here.